Yo, what's up guys? So this is a new type of video for me. You currently join me in my garage. So I'm all new to this, so bear with me. But today's video gonna be taking the panels of my WR125 here. Yeah. And tomorrow my dad will be coming and helping me out change the ignition coil. But it needs a clean. Since the panels are coming off, why not give it a clean? Since the weather's nice, why not give the BMX a clean as well? So stick around, enjoy, and leave a like. First of all, let's just get it outside. So a quick rundown of what WR125 we're dealing with here. So 125R 2009. It has the Supermoto street conversion. As you can see, we have the spacer for the front caliper. The livery, all done by me. Mix of eBay 3M tape. Got some Rossi stickers because Yamaha. Actual factory sticker packs as well. For those who don't know, her name is Giulia. I name all my rides. Why Giulia? Well, Rossi's Italian. Number plate starts with G. It's the first thing I thought of. Full Black Widow exhaust system on a low profile motocross seat. LED indicators all round. Tail tidy, LED tail light. The Renfo motocross bars. Not much of a mirror guy, but the handlebar mounted mirrors I actually quite like, so I've left them. Got the nice gold braided line. The ODI MX Grips. And ultimately, it's not a bad bike. It's not a bad bike, other than the ignition coil, which is just down in there. So it does have a pattern part aftermarket one on it currently. So this is the ignition coil that's currently on it, and well, it doesn't break up at full throttle anymore when it gets hot, but when you come off the throttle, you kills all power and the engine light just flashes, which, well, that's no good. It's terrible at high revs. This is the reason why we put that one on. It's the one that came on the bike, and when the bike would just get warm, it would just choke itself up and run like absolute crap. So you had to be low revs, high gear, and basically baby it around. 81 pounds and a back order 3-week wait. Later we have a brand new OEM one ready to go on. So fingers crossed this is the savior to my answers. If not, then more money. Now, before we go any further, I'd like to talk to you about Illuminate Club UK. We are a non-profit organization that just loves all things cars, bikes. Everyone's allowed. It's free to become a member, and all the proceeds to such as hoodies or any events goes straight to Mind in aid for mental health. That is what we are about, spreading the message. Mental health matters, that is our motto. If you don't know, get to know. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and we also have a page on the car Calander app. So go to sickgfx.com to get your Illuminate stickers and merch today. And remember, all proceeds are donated to Mind UK. Alright, we're getting straight back to it. So she does still have the baffling, as you can see. Yeah. This indicator is supposed to look like this indicator, but you know, it works. It's still legal. See, it's still legal. We're all good. Give you a couple revs. Don't want to annoy beefy for a little 125. I can't lie. I do like it. Alright, when we say we get the tripod set up and get to stripping these panels, let's go. So we're not moving every single panel off this thing, just the side panels, but let's need it clean to be fair. But in all fairness, even with the British weather, like, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. I had to ride there in the rain and everything. And here is the BMX. I'll give you a rundown of the BMX once we get to that. But alright, yeah, let's go. Let's get these panels off. Mostly naked WR125. So that is our problem part right there. Let's see. To see what I get up to on my day-to-day, the random crap I spend my money on, and mostly just things to do with this bike as well. Follow it. Demon WR125R on Instagram, and of course for all the epic snaps that I take at car meets and shows, be sure to go and follow HSDEMONAUTOMOTIVE. There's also a Facebook group under the same name you can join. Check them out if this is the type of stuff you want to see, and of course car meet stuff, and of course maybe some more gaming stuff. Eventually in the future, I do have a full sim rig. Well, not quite full, don't have a handbrake, but I have a shifter, steering wheel, pedals, and a place for it to all sit. So if you want to see that, subscribe, comment, let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see WR125 stuff, adventures on the bike, mods? Do you want to just see car meets, hoonage, Mexico action? Or do you actually want to see what I can do on the rig and potentially one day take it into the real world? And because this is England, you never know what the weather's going to do. So whilst the weather's still nice and the sun's out, let's get into actually cleaning this thing up before we work on it tomorrow. And so here we go, the bike clean, rinsed. Gonna move it over there, let it dry in the sun, and gonna grab a stool and gonna clean up the panels here and then get to the BMX. Detailers, get at me in the comments. I know this isn't the best way to clean your motorcycle, but it's effectively a dirt bike. There's a reason they use coloured plastic panels instead of paint, and ultimately don't have a jet wash or anything, and I'm quite sick of it looking a bit dirty, so, and any excuse to be out in the sun really. So we're giving the panels a rub down. Just gonna move the stone now, lay them out. wet actually, and give them a rinse, and then lay them out to dry. Maybe over there, maybe just leave them in the grass there, not too sure yet, but we'll see. As you may recall, the name of the bike, the WR, is Giulia. Now, the BMX, this is Victoria. Now, this isn't my only toy, of course. She's not much to look at right now, but this is Ellie. Now, when I got this as a complete bike, it was this blue. I sanded it down, repainted it, got whole new stickers for it. I don't even know what frame it actually is, but I already had a Mafia, thought it'd be cool, and since it's called Ellie, I thought cool Ellie stickers would do. And I had a backup extra set of the Hitman forks, as you can see. So underneath is the original grey. It looks a bit shoddy up close, I know, but hey, this is my first attempt. That one though, come out looking pretty good. You can see the original grey. Of course, these aren't all clear coated as well properly. It's not just spray paint and with no prep. Primer, clear coat the lot. First time actually doing it legit. And just to keep the character of the bike, we have the little dent back there, which from here, as you can see, kind of gets hidden by the sticker. And this is what I'm hoping to turn into a mini L's. So of course it's going to get repainted the same blue and get the same seat, same handlebars. It's going to turn into a tiny one of those. This doesn't have a name, but I've always had a love for action sports. Tried skateboarding, could never get these things off the ground, so that's why I went to BMX, and still got appreciation and love for both though. You've seen it in the background, it's nothing special. It's literally shitbox edition, but you know, every mum needs an MPV, don't they? So a little segue before we get into cleaning the BMX there. What else you can see, if you want to see me build up that baby blue bike and do the little rocker to match, then leave it down in the comments. Let me know. If you want to see it, then well, I'll probably film it anyway, but if you want to see it, then I'll do it sooner. So first things first, let's get the wheels off this BMX and get to cleaning. you enjoyed those little clips. I just want to see what this thing will look like rolling without the side panels on it. You see, it doesn't sound too bad. It doesn't go too bad. But if you noticed on the return trip, as I come back, the bike kind of died as I was pulling back in, and that's because, yeah, the ignition coil doesn't like it. So when the bike loses power, this light here starts flashing, and effectively I'll just have to, and if the bike's still going down the revs, then it'll fire back up. I can carry on going. If it's too low in the revs, then of course I have to restart it. But fingers crossed, that brand new OEM £81 ignition coil should sort it. I mean, it's ridiculous. The one that I put in there is £15. So that, if the price difference alone doesn't just make it a better product, then I'm going to be annoyed, to be fair. But fingers crossed, it's got a new spark plug. It runs and idles perfectly fine. So the coil is the only thing that can really be causing it to do what it's doing. And considering that the problem completely changed once we put this aftermarket one on after the original one that was on there when I bought it. So yeah, for those of you want to know, I paid just under £2.5 for this, and I've seen ones similar condition with, this has a brand new refreshed motor in it. I've seen ones still the original engines in them going for like £3 grand. So you know, and they got a bit more beat up plastics in this. I'll be honest, plastics ain't perfect. Maybe it's a little broken down. Couple little tabs on the side panels, but ultimately they don't flail around and they're bolted on securely enough anyway, so it's not too much of a hassle for me. As you can see, just about managed to restore that back to blue. The indicator, yeah, I think that may be permanently smoked now. So for today, there's nothing really left to do with the bike now. It's dried off. Took it for a little rip. Got some little clips of it without the panels on to see what it looks like. We'll grab a couple pictures before we lose the beautiful sunlight. And we're gonna put this thing in the garage, put the BMX together, and since I did some clips riding the WR, we'll chuck in a little clips of me riding the BMX. I'm not great, I can bunny hop a little bit, but it's a cool bike. And if you're into BMX, then you know the attachment you get when you take just the basic everyday BMX and turn it into your little dream weapon, to be fair. Now, since we're in the garage, show you a couple of little hidden details there. You see wrapped around the top of the fork here, we have the Dr. Valentino Rossi Monster can hooked over here. Got a little blue Among Us dude. And then under, we have full RGB LED Underglow, and it is ran on AA batteries on its own separate power pack, so no messing around splicing stuff or getting connection to the battery. And as you can see, we have the Dr. wrist strap for the keys with a Mafia key logo because BMX life. There's a better look of the LEDs. Just casually knocking stuff over. So you got party mode, and of course you do have fixed colors. I do like the blue, of course. Can't ride with the blue, so I ride with it red, kind of like a third brake light. Been followed by plenty of police cars and never been pulled over, so it can't be illegal. Alright, now let's get to putting the wheels back on the BMX, get a couple of pics of the BMX, and then chuck some little roll bys and maybe a little bunny up clip. Why not? I'll embarrass myself. Side note, I used to be one of those guys that never wore a helmet around BMX, so I smashed my face in stitches. I can't even remember what side it was, but first time I ever needed stitches, smashed my face in. Whenever I happen to have had a helmet on, so kids, always wear a helmet, always wear a helmet, do as I say, not as I do. For a little treat, I'll embarrass myself, I'll do a slow-mo of the foot jam for you. We're all done messing around and cleaning. Just get everything put back in the garage, ready for this thing to be sorted out tomorrow. That is it for today. Bike's locked up, all safe and sound. We will continue this tomorrow. We'll fit in the no ignition coil. So see you then. We're here, day 2, weather shitter. Got my dad here. Get to work. So there you go, new coil installed. Fired up just fine. About to just run in, chuck some jeans on, grab my jacket, grab the helmet, rip around the block and see how it does, fingers crossed. So, just got back from the test ride and everything checks out. It's running perfectly fine and just the throttle response Don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference from the clips earlier. Snapping it, giving it a couple of reps. It's definitely working like it should be now. So, lesson learned. Always buy OEM parts. Now, of course, when it comes to other things, there are aftermarket parts that are better. But for your WR125, stick with OEM genuine Yamaha for your ignition coils. Alright, so that's it, the bike's back in the garage. Typical British weather fashion. Started to rain, at least the rain held off until after we were done and went for a little test rip. Can't believe that I wasted my time and money on those Hendler ignition coils. I should have just went straight to OEM, but lesson learned, the bike's running mint right now. Of course, gonna ride it around. And of course, follow the Instagram at demon_WR125R for updates to see if this really does fix the problem. But for now, everything's mint. So if you like this type of content, you want to see more, or you want to see some BMX stuff, some gaming stuff, whatever, man. You've seen me babble on through the video. And if you want to see more, then leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.